All right. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're all welcome. All right. It is 6 minutes past 8 p.m., about 7 minutes past 8 p.m. And tonight we want to go straight into the business of the day. If you're just joining us, let's have your name and where you're joining us from. I can see Justice C. Woke. I can see Wikoni Charles is also here in the room. And so tonight we are looking at a very important topic. How to handle sales objections and close deals. How to handle objections and close deals as a realtor. How to handle objection and close deals as a realtor. How to handle objections and close deals as a realtor. That is the topic we are going to address tonight. Now, if you're a realtor, irrespective of which company you're selling for, you may not just be selling for surplus homes. Probably you have other real estate company you're selling for. These strategies, these secrets I want to share with you tonight is applicable irrespective of where or which company you're selling for as a realtor. And so tonight, before we talk about how to handle sales objections and then close deals, we must first understand what is a sales objection. What is a sales objection? Now, before I offer you the definition of what a sales objections are, I would like to confirm from my audience, if you can hear me very clear and loud, can you kindly type in the comment section, I can hear you very clear. Type on the comment section, I can hear you. If you know you can hear me very loud and clear, just type on the comment section, I can hear you. If you can hear me very loud and clear, type on the comment section, I can hear you. Let me be sure that you can hear me very loud and clear. Wow, Justice, thank you so much for letting me know that you can hear me very well. All right. So let's look at what in the world is a sales objection. What is a sales objection? A sales objection is an explicit expression from a prospect that a barrier exists between the current situation and what they need to engage your services, right? Now, a prospect who will never buy from you is not thinking to object. They just want to end the conversation. All right. So the word object is not the same thing as reject when it comes to sales. In sales, objection and rejections are daily occurrences. So you must get used to it. All right. You must get used to it. It is important to remember that no matter how great your product is, you will still face objection. Please understand that. I want to repeat that again. No matter how juicy or how amazing or how great your product is, you will still be faced with objection. Guess what? Knowing that sales objections are only offered by engaged prospects means that there is also hope for you. All right. So, what we need to look into right now is to develop those techniques that will uncover to us the source of those objections and how those objections should be handled professionally. All right. So, having something to sell and someone is objecting to it is a great achievement. All right. It's a welcome development in your sales career, irrespective of what industry you are in. I want you to know this. A sales objection is not a rejection. It is simply a request for more information. In other words, when you are presenting your offer to somebody and the person says no to your offer, that doesn't mean that that person is rejecting your offer. What that simply means is that you did not properly present the value of your product. You did not communicate the value of the product properly to the person. So a sales objection is not a rejection. Please, you need to understand because life is all about mindset. Success is all about mindset. Greatness is all about mindset. A sales objection is not a rejection. The fact that someone says no to your product is a rejection. All right? What the person is looking for is more information about that you offer. So don't treat it as though it is an objection. It is not an objection. All right? It's important because these are the things that we face consistently. Irrespective of whether you are in the e-commerce industry, you are in the real estate industry, you are in a tech industry, you are in a finance industry, you must face objection. But it is quite important you understand that rejection is not the same thing as objection. Because when people present an offer and someone objected to it, we feel bad. We feel very bad. So much because the person did not say yes to us. But I want you to understand that objection is not the same thing as rejection. All right? Now, understand this. The first objection in sales is not the real issue. The secret there is for you to probe around and dig deeper to discover what lies within. Before there must be something that makes him that product. So what you should do as an intelligent salesperson is and uncover what were those factors, what were those make this my offer. And I can tell you for free, the secret lies in the value foundation. Because if you don't present the value of your product properly, to the person who is buying the person, the person should be convinced that his money equals the value of what he or she is paying for. Please understand this. So your sales objection is simply a sign that you haven't sold enough value to your client, at least to convince that that he is not the wrong decision. And before we go into real detail and some of these objections, I am trying to lay the foundation first. All right. Now, understand this. Clients might object you. Clients might object your offer based on the fact that they don't feel it is the right match. Please note that. Your clients might reject your offer based on the fact that it is not the right match. An example. Let's say you are selling to someone who is looking for a place he can build, he can buy and build. And you are taking that person to show him property on a location where there are no houses, no amenities, and you are asking him to buy into that house. Trust me, the person is not going to buy. So if you are selling a property to someone who is looking for a buy and build, then that sells. Okay? So most of the time, you must also consider some of the reason is based on the fact that that client did not have what matches his demand. You must to match the demand. If you must send an offer, now is this you can by asking questions, you can help to provide insight into how you can improve what you are. For instance, if you are selling a medicine and a client contacts you and is asking you that is interested in buying the land, the first thing you should ask that client is, what kind of property do you want? Are you looking for a land, a place you can buy and live it for years, and then sell it or develop it? Or are you looking for a property you can buy and build? Now, the response you get from that will enable you to present him an offer he or she cannot reject for his money, for our money. And again, when you try to understand the money of your client. For instance, if a client is looking for a buy and build property, there are some buy and build that are sold at the But when you understand the body of your client, you can be able to walk around something that is rich. Let's say he has 5 million or 3.5 million or 4 million. You need to find financial. Now, these are some of the things that you must do ahead of time in order to prevent yourself from. This is very important. Now, it to know that depending on your industry and people you are dealing with, the sales objection. All right, but guess what? There are some constant underlying factors that now most people to use price. They see price as one of the common factor of sales objection. Far from it. Price is by far one of the most common sales objection. Is he looking for develop before it? These are some of the things that now those common causes of sales objection. If we can uncover some of objection, we can be able to handle them. We can be able to address them enough. And by handling and addressing them enough, we can afford all kinds of sales objection and avoid them. So the first one we are going to look at is what I call wrong timing. Is one of the reasons why your offer wrong time. The reason behind some sales objection is simply a matter of timing. Customer might be interested, but not ready to commit at the moment. In this case, they don't see the need or urgency to buy what you send to them. All right? And so, understanding that time could be the reason to help you mind yourself. Asking your mind, when do you think you'll be ready by this? When will offer for you to buy this product? Now, by that of him, you are not giving him the purpose that will for him. And that's what you're just doing. You are trying to work based on the time. So he doesn't announce, okay, in the next 1 month, the next 2 weeks, the next 1 week, the next month, sir, you know you not miss out from our homework. We don't mind anything of 50,000 or 100,000 or 200,000 or 500,000. By giving it those information, you are not ready to. So timing is very, very probably he had some financial plan, he had some financial budget, and so he's working based on those financial budget. So you tend to force him to pay that time. It might not work. It might not work. So it's important that you consider time factor when you are dealing with your client. The next thing that leads to sales objection is what I call lack of trust. Is lack of trust. Lack of trust. Prospects only buy from individuals. Prospects only buy from people they can trust. If the prospect does not trust the salesperson, if there is no connection, between you and your prospect, I doubt they are likely going to object regardless of the product or the service, irrespective of how easy or how amazing it is. If they are not good. So you have a role to play as a rep. The first thing you do is to establish a relationship with your prospect. All right? If you don't have a picture on your DP, please put up a picture on your DP. So people like they just look for any image and upload. No. Learn to show your face on the video. Learn to make videos. Go video, one video where you talk about properties that you are selling. Talk about the location of the property, talk about the landmarks of it. They need to see your face. They need to feel that connection that they can trust you with their money, that you're not going to run away with their money. So these are one of the reasons why sales objection. So you must learn to build if you want them, if you want to right, of course, at some right? Let them make them get to know you. Introduce yourself to them properly. All right. Now, these are things you must do in order not to face an objection. All right. Is a result of lack of perceived value of the product. Lack of perceived value of the product. What does that mean? If a prospect does not see the value your products provide to them, they are likely going to object to your offer. It is very important to communicate the unique benefits and the value propositions clearly and concisely. Currently now we are selling our ultimate city estate that is located at Omagwa. Now, you can't just come up and say this property is located a few minutes drive from Port Harcourt International Airport. It's not enough to convince your client. You must make your client to understand that there are buildings buildings around that the building there and live there. You have to assure them that there is security in that environment. You have to assure them that there is a good road. You have to assure them that there are or an these are the things they want to hear. You can't just tell them about the location alone. You can't just tell them about how beautiful your estate is. You have to bring all these things together. The landmark, what they are going to enjoy, the neighborhood, the things around the neighborhood of that estate, the things they are going to enjoy. What are those things they want to enjoy when they come in? The perceived value. The perceived value of that product, of that offer, will determine if your sales will go through or not. So spend time with your client and talk about the value of the location. Let you see the reason why he or she invests in that. Don't think about how much the is. Think about how affordable it is. There are some people that are ready to pay good money, more money, just to get value for what you want. So you must spend time to talk about the value of your product that you are selling. And again, let's take a look at what I call lack of awareness. Lack of awareness. Many realtors, they don't take their business serious. Many realtors do not take it serious. How can you be selling a real estate and yet you don't update your videos and pictures of various cannot on your state? Next one, upload dry paper. On Monday you upload Titanol. On Sunday you upload watermelon on your house. And now you are telling me that your product, you are joking. No prospect. No. Now, consistency is key, says in sales. When you're consistent, uploading pictures, videos of various properties consistently, your prospect. So, one of the challenge that can be objection is what I call lack of awareness. You haven't created enough awareness. Now, let me tell you, nobody is interested in spending money. Nobody, in fact, nobody wants to spend money. No human being alive wake up in the morning and begin to knock at people's door and tell them, I have 2 million, I have 5 million, I want to spend it. I have 6 million, I want to spend it. I have 10 million. There's no one that behaves that. But people will respond to you and bring out their monies, whatever that money is. If you can get bring to the reason of facing objection is because you are not creating enough awareness. Remember, as a realtor, you can run Facebook ads. You can run Facebook ads to various properties that you are selling. You may not have money to go about your product or to go to the media, but what? You can start running advertisement on Facebook to your WhatsApp as low as 5, as low as 10. You can run adverts on Facebook. You can run adverts on Instagram and create enough awareness about your products. Trust me. These are other ways you can make sales, because the number of leads that you generate on daily basis, on weekly basis, on monthly basis determine how much sales you can have at the end of the month. So the question is, how many leads do you have on daily basis? So if you are a realtor and you don't have a plan to run Facebook ads, you don't have a plan to run Instagram ads, you don't have a plan to take your social media platform serious, like Facebook, like WhatsApp, like Instagram, you are not ready to take this platform serious in 2025, you are joking. You are joking. So you need to create enough awareness about your products. About your products. Now, let's take a look at how to handle sales objections. We want to look at how to handle sales objections. How do we handle sales objections? The first step to handle sales objection is to listen, to understand, not to respond. I'm going to repeat that. The first step to handle a sales objection is to listen, to understand, not to respond. Always listen to understand, not to respond. A lot of realtors, a lot of individuals, a lot of people, they don't have a listening spirit. Please pray for a listening spirit. Now listen, we often get so caught up preparing the perfect reply that we forget to listen to what the prospect is saying. So instead of interrupting the prospect with a quick response, let the prospect voice out their concern fully. When you give the prospect enough time to talk, to share their concerns, you are not only building trust, but you are also helping the prospect to understand that you value his time and you value his opinion. Not only that, it will also help you that is selling the product. It will also help you to understand the prospect real issues at hand. It will help you to know the challenge of the prospect, so that you can be able to come back and attack the prospect with those challenges that he has voiced out. So make sure you use active listening to show the client that you are engaged with what they are saying. When the client is talking, be nodding your head. Make and maintain your eye contact. Nodding your head Nodding your head and engaging the client as the client is talking to you shows that you respect and you value his time. This is very important. So, any kinds of sales objection is to listen very attentively and get to understand your client concerns, your client's challenge. Allow him to talk, understand him, and then enter him from the point that he earlier raised. This is how to handle sales objection. Now, the second is to empathize and validate their concerns. All right? Empathize and validate their concern. Tell the client, tell the prospect. You can start by saying, I understand where you are coming from. All right? Now, when you open your conversation that way, the prospect feels valued. All right? Remember, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. I want to repeat that. People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. So always make sure you make the client or the prospect to feel that he or she has been heard and that he has been valued. All right? These are the secret, the top secrets. Now, when you acknowledge the prospect from those points he raised, what happened? This will help you to build a rapport with the prospect because you have already shown empathy for those things they have mentioned, for those points they have raised. This will let the clients to know that you will listen to what they want and you are willing to work towards having their common goals achieved. So it is important, very, very important, very, very important. You empathize and validate their concerns. Thirdly, ask clarifying questions. Always ask clarifying questions, right? Ask clarifying questions. Dig deeper to uncover the real issues. What are those things that is affecting their purchasing decision, their buying decisions? Ask an open-ended question. Now listen, every clarification breeds new questions. And with these questions, you can dig deeper into understanding the problems of your prospect. An example. There's this prospect that I took for an inspection. And then by the time he saw the properties, I took him to the first one of our ultimate city estate that's currently selling for 3.5 million. Now, the first thing the client saw, he looked at the soil and he said that this is like a place where he's going to be having a drainage issues. I told him, sir, we have already done our investigation. We have done all the things we are supposed to do, that such will not happen. This place is 100% dry land. You can buy here, you can build, move in without any issue whatsoever. And what is the price of that place? 3.5 million. The client says he has 2.5 million. I told him, okay, look, I have another place selling for 2.5 million. Ultimate City Estate Phase 2. I took him to the ultimate city and he looked at the place, and the client was also interested in that location. But guess what? The man was so in love with the first place, at the same time in love with the second place. As I speak to you right now, he is so confused of which to pick. So I now asked him, I said, sir, what are you actually looking at? Are you looking for a place you can build, can buy and build? Or are you looking for a place you can buy and build in the next 1 year? Guess his response. He said he's looking for a place he can build 1 to 2 years. Okay, if you're looking for a place you can build in the next 1 to 2 years, then don't go for 3.5 million property. Since you have 2.5 million, go for the one you can afford now. Instead of paying for 3.5 million and you're going extra 1 million, you're not thinking of how it's 1 million. And that was how those questions I asked, I was able to discover his challenge, and I was able to provide him with solutions to those challenges that make the whole sales process very easy for both parties. So it is important that you learn to ask questions. Learn to ask questions. Right? Ask clarifying questions. It will help you to handle any form of sales objection. Now, next thing we want to look at is that you must also learn to follow up with your prospect. Many realtors lost their sales as a result of lack of follow-up. How do you follow up? You follow up your prospect by having a database of their contact details. It could be on WhatsApp, it could be on email, it could be by saving their phone numbers and to call them once in a while. You can give them a call once in a while. You can send them an SMS once in a while. You can chat them up once in a while. Don't get tired following up on your prospects. In most cases, you can even follow them up with testimonials of those who have also bought from you. All right? So follow up with your prospect. Follow up enough. Many of you do not follow up enough. That's why you're facing sales objection. You're not following up with your prospect long enough. So it is important. You are not doing your client a favor. Sorry, you're not doing yourself a favor. Rather, you're doing your prospect a favor by helping him to secure a property. So don't feel bad following up on him. It is very important that you learn to follow up on your prospect. Follow up on them. Another way you can handle sales objection is to position your solution as the answer. What does that mean? Once you have identified the real objection, tie that objection back to your solution. Show them how your products will not only solve their problem, but also offers added benefits they hadn't even. All right? Position your solution as the answer. Position your solution as the answer. All right? Show them how your product will not only solve their problem, but also offers added benefit that they hadn't even considered. All right? These are ways to handle any form of objection as a realtor. As a realtor. And then Another way you can handle sales objection is to always stay cool and collected. What does that mean? When you face objection, sometimes it can be so easy to get defensive, right? However, try to keep your cool, right? Take a deep breath, maintain your composure, maintain your speech, irrespective of how the conversation with your prospect ends. Try to maintain your speech, try to maintain your composure. Don't allow any objection to get into your head. Always let them know that you are there to help them, not to help. You are there to do them a favor. As a matter of fact, you are a consultant. Remember, people love to buy, but not everybody loves being sold to. So whenever you face with objection, it's not the end of the road for you. All right? Never at all. You're not there to favor yourself, rather to prospect. So maintain your composure, maintain your speech, irrespective of how the conversation went. All right? And again, always leverage on the power of storytelling. People relate to stories a lot. In fact, as a realtor, one of the things you must learn is how to use stories in your sales communication. Try to engage your prospect with stories, positive stories that connect with them emotionally. These are the things that can help you to close a deal very, very fast. People relate a lot to stories. If you have a relatable example of someone who had the same objection but ended up benefiting from your product, then share it. All right? Stories can create connections. Stories can often be more convincing than facts. Stories can be more powerful than figures. Stories can go a long way to skyrocket your sales. It can help you to close your deals very fast. Please learn how to engage your prospect with stories. Positive stories is very important. Is very important. And then finally, always maintain a positive and, of course, persistence mode. All right? Always maintain positive and persistence mode. What does that mean? Always stay positive and be persistent in your sales career, in your sales communication, in your sales activities. Always be positive. Rejection is a part of sales process. If one approach does not work, then be ready to try another approach. All right? Always keep the conversation going. Always stay cheerful. And remember that perseverance, persistence, persistency is often the key to success. Every objection is an opportunity to master those techniques that will turn every no's into a sounding yes. I'm going to repeat that. Every objection is an opportunity in disguise. All right? When you master these techniques, you can turn every no's into a. We are 55 minutes into. We have just 5 minutes to hit 1 hour into this class. And so the next 5 minutes that is left, I'm going to give you an opportunity to ask questions. If you have any question, can you put it in the comments box? Put it on the comment section. If you have any question, just put it on the comment section. I can see that some people are complaining of bad network. I don't know why, but then you can actually come back to watch this training. It's going to stay in the next 1 hour, sorry, 24 hours. You can still come back to have a rewatch session. All right. If you have any question to ask, please put it across on the comment section. If you have any question, put it on the comment section. We are going to end this class by exactly 9 minutes on 9 p.m. on the dot. So 4 minutes to go. 9 p.m. on the dot. We are ending this session. So if you have any question to ask, please go ahead and send in your question. Go ahead and send in your question. If you have any question, go ahead and send in your question. Just go ahead and send in your question if you have any question. Wow. Just Albert said that the session is educative, informative, and straight to the point. If not for the network. Wow. Thank you for that review. Thank you for that review. I think we're going to look at this network thing. I don't know. We're going to look at this network thing and then find out what could be the reason why people are having challenges connecting. So any question, any other question? We need more of these practical classes. We are moving somewhere. All right, Albert. Fantastic. Fantastic. Yeah. Fantastic. Of course, we're going to be having more of this session and then a physical class as well. We shall be having practical session on how to run Facebook ads, Instagram ads in order to make more sales. All right. We're going to look at all that. We're going to look at all that. We're going to look at all of them. This year, it is expected that every realtor must hit a sales target of 100 million in sales. All you need is just 40% to buy a property of 2.5 million. You have hit your sales target of 100 million, making you 10 million in commissions, 10 million naira in commissions. This is 100% possible. This is 100% achievable. So we are coming to the end of this session tonight. Thank you for joining in tonight. I wish you the best. Good night. Sleep well and stay cool. I'm sure that in our next session, we shall be more prepared. And I don't think we shall be facing this network issue anymore. So thank you for watching. Good night.